Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lanka Property Show 2018, organized by Lanka Property Web. Thank you for finding time to be with us on this occasion. We truly believe the engagement from different companies and the representatives participating at this event will certainly make this fruitful and productive for all. It's both an honor and privilege to stand before you today and welcome you to our second successive property show, where you'll get an opportunity to discover what Sri Lankan property market has to offer. We would like to commence proceeding this morning by lighting the traditional oil lamp. I would like to invite Manager Director of Lanka Property Web, Dinushka Ratna, and from our principal sponsors, Mr. Mahen Veerasekara, Chairman of Capital Developers and the Sanken Group, Rohana Banigama, Director Capital Developers, Rohit Disanayaka, Marketing Director Capital Developers. Thank you. Next will be the welcome address by Mr. Dinushka Ratna, Managing Director of Lanka Property Web.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lanka Property Show 2018, our second property show and third event to date. We are very honored to have you here with us today as we celebrate the launch of the 2018 edition of the Lanka Property Show. We had a vision 11 years ago to do something to help Sri Lankans to sell and rent their properties, and also find the properties easily, faster, and for free. And out of that vision came the award-winning LankaPropertyWeb.com website. And I'm happy to say that after 11 years, we've helped tens of thousands of Sri Lankans sell and rent their properties, and they, the Sri Lankans, have voted us as the #1 property website in the country by placing the largest number of properties listed and any other medium, and visiting us more than any other property site in the country. We aim to take our vision further this year by introducing new products, services, and technology that will not only help people find or sell their property, but help them with the process of buying and selling their property, and also provide advice on the property investments and home improvements. Sri Lanka has seen an unprecedented boom in the real estate sector in recent years, with around 300 more property projects getting approval from the CMA last year. This has been partly out of necessity of providing housing for the growing population of Greater Colombo, but also due to the potential that local and foreign investors see in the country as an emerging market. No doubt that with these developments in transportation, mega developments like Port City coming up, the country will attract more investment. And the real estate industry will also need to bank on the support of the government through developer and investor-friendly policies to drive this growth further. We have all seen different trends emerge recently, from affordable out-of-Colombo apartments to luxury apartments along the southern coast. We at Lanka Property Web hope that our event, which aims to bring these different projects together under one roof, will benefit both sellers and buyers alike. The aim of the event is to showcase the multitude of property investment options currently available under one roof, and for the buyers to be able to see them and discover great investment opportunities in the next 2 days. We hope that in the next 2 days, the buyers will be able to find their dream home and that they have been looking for, and the exhibitors are able to find the right buyers for the properties that they have tirelessly and beautifully planned and designed. We are also privileged to have 3 leading banks taking part at this year's show and offering advice and products for property buyers. And some will be offering special rates on their loans during this event. After the opening ceremony and in the afternoon today, there will be some special presentations, with each presenter showcasing some of the great property investment opportunities currently available in the market. Since our last show, nearly a year ago, we have managed to double the number of exhibitors attending this year's show compared to last. I would like to thank each and every exhibitor for their support in participating at this event and helping us make it Sri Lanka's largest property show. A special thank you goes to our partners and sponsors, namely our principal sponsor, Capital Twin Peaks, platinum sponsors Prime Group and Blue Ocean, banking partner Standard Chartered, mobility partner PicMe, outdoor advertising partner Abans Advertising Solutions, and to all the exhibitors, Ben Consortium, Jet Living, Access Residencies, Trivium, Nations Trust Bank, One Colombo Project by Tata Housing, Capital Heights, Sun City, Complete Investment, The Tranquility, Maxim Properties, Ceylon Bank, Mr. T Real Estate Agency, Barrington Global, Excel Port, Odilia Homes, Lanka Construction, Ecnil Homes, Walker's CML Properties, Regent Realty and Access Engineering, whose partnership helped us put on a grand show and make this event a success. I would also like to thank the team at Kingsbury Hotel for their help and cooperation with planning and executing this event. I would like to thank my team for their tireless work in planning and executing a grand show like this, and it was quite an achievement to organize something like this when we consider that we are a small team, but with a big passion nonetheless. It's been a long but exciting 11-year journey for us. There have been many people who have helped us in our journey in the past 11 years, some of whom are in the audience today. And while thanking you for your help, I hope that this event will bring in success for the exhibitors, the visitors, and the property market as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. We would now like to start our presentations about property investment, and the first presentation will be by Luthfi, Jabbar and Dinushka Iddawela of Prime Group, telling us why real estate is all about prime locations.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the presentation, once again at the show done by Lanka Property Web. Wonderfully organized, glamorous event. Once again, yeah, very good morning. I'm going to introduce you, I'm going to take you all through a tour of what is real estate and why, as a representative of Prime Group, we are selecting as, this is going to be as real estate is all about prime locations. So, last year we have done a presentation regarding the same heading, but this is slightly different to the topic that we spoke about last year. Last year was completely about the locations. This time it's going to be a a mix of tourism, mix of the beachfronts which are rocking up the southern coast, and of course the coast of Negombo and the western coastal line. First of all, I would like to take you to a transition that Sri Lanka is going through in especially the affordable luxury market. So let's move on to the presentation. I would like to first talk about the post-Sri Lanka's the situation at the moment. So first, real estate has been the most lucrative investment class, constantly delivering handsome capital gains and rental yields. So everyone knows what is real estate, how real estate gives you the business, how real estate gives you the bulk money into your hand. Once you put a simple, small cash, it will make you a bulk of profit. So this situation changed. This situation makes Sri Lankan market as the most lucrative, as the most profit-making, as the most catchy asset-filling market in South Asian region. Why? Because we finished the war. We came out of the tragedy that we faced for the past 30 years. So this is one of the main factors that caused Sri Lanka's construction and of course real estate sector to up and coming for the past, you can see for the past 5 years. The TOZ of the main reasons, main forecast of Sri Lankan real estate stats that I can tell you, the three main things. One is the FDI growth, that is at the moment the latest report which came on Financial Times and the research done by Central Bank. What happened in 2017 in terms of the foreign direct investments? Sri Lanka hit the world record tally of 1.63 billion US dollars in 2017, which is compared to the previous top of 2014 of 1.6 million. So at the moment the FDI is booming. The foreigners are coming down to the market. You can see the Colombo skyline is going to be a completely different skyline in 2020 and of course after that. The GDP growth, if I want to talk about, is at the moment the last quarter of 2017 was a 4.8% growth in terms, when you compare to the 2016 rates, it's slightly a bit down. And of course the second quarter of 2017 was performing well with 5.1. What caused the GDP to fell, made it gone down is the drought that we faced in the agricultural sector. But in terms of the other sectors, the only sector which performed the best is the construction sector. Because why? It is because of the FDIs boomed. Most of the investors come to Sri Lanka. And of course the local investors like Prime Group, we enlarged, we extended some of the new concept to the Sri Lankan market, and which gave the boom of construction industry. And now it's going to take, it's slightly moving fast in 2018. The first quarter is forecasting a GDP rate of 5.1% actually. This is basically fueled by, you can see, increase in the service-based industries such as IT and tourism. And of course with construction, what tourism does to a country is everyone knows. Especially if you take Sri Lanka, it's always the most traveled location in the world. In 2017, according to Lonely Planet, what they rated, Sri Lanka is going to be the most traveled location in 2017. In 2018, it is being regarded as going to be the most travel location for the European travelers. It's already happening. So when I take you back to the 2020 Sri Lanka, like I already spoke about it, since the market is booming really fast, the only sector which is performing really well in Sri Lankan market is the real estate and construction sector. Why? Because of the boom of investment that came down, the boom of demand for luxury, and of course affordable luxury has increased, but still Sri Lankan market didn't match the demand with supplies. You can see people talk about the bubble and all those things, but exactly what is happening here is, if you take the latest report, Sri Lanka has 400,000 individual houses in Colombo, but the need for Sri Lanka is but only 10,000 apartments in Colombo. If you take the crowd and the population level of Colombo, it is completely a different market. The land prices, the scarcity of lands, and the affordability for public to catch their lands, to buy their lands if you want to buy a land in what place. If you want to buy land in Kolpiti or the city centers, is very tough. So the vertical living is always increasing. The demand is always there. I'll just show you the map of the FDI that I spoke about. You can see it here. In 2017, it is an unbelievable rise, like 1.63. The value even not shown, but you can find it elsewhere in the CEB central bank reports. Like the 2020 forecast. Yet again, the FDI, the central bank, and the government is forecasting in 2020 is going to be $5 billion US. So once it comes with the projects currently going at the moment, it is going to put an addition to the market. It is going to put an addition of units, addition of demands, addition of supplies. It's going to be a different market, basically comparable to Philippines. Philippines is the same as Sri Lanka at the moment, but they are advanced because they started it early. They didn't have a war. Sri Lanka's transition to the upper middle class. In the meantime, I'm inviting my friend who's going to go through some other slides soon. Welcome, Dinushka. Yeah. Sri Lanka's transition to upper middle class at the moment. So when it comes to upper middle class, now the poverty level of Sri Lanka has reduced. Why? Because people have jobs, people are making good money, the unemployment is reduced, so people's income has increased. People now starting to not save but invest. When you invest more than saving, it will give you your money back. It will give you an investment back. That's why they are increasing their class of living. They are moving from lower middle class to upper middle class. So more than looking for the general public, they are moving as the executives and managers. An inbound migration plus scarcity of land and increase in land prices. Like I said before, scarcity of land and increasing land prices is always come together. If you take the city of Colombo, if you want to buy a perch of land in Ward Place, it's unbelievable. But everyone wants to live in Ward Place. That's the most prestigious residential address of Sri Lanka. And the scarcity of lands is always there. If you take the Colombo city, and if you take the suburbs like Rajagiriya and Battaramulla, Navala, the booming suburbs, Talawathukoda, Kottava. So these suburbs, before we had lands, now it's very hard to find the land, because why we can say is we pioneered, Prime Group, we pioneered in land business for the past 20 years. We have done more than 20,000 land lots. So an increase in demand for vertical living, I spoke, and an increase in tourist arrivals and lucrative investment, I already explained very well. And now I would like to pass it to my friend Dinushka of what's in it for me, like the most important question at the moment. So he's going to talk about the rental yields and of course the capital gains, and after that I will going to take you all through to two main projects that we have started, and it's been unbelievably booming in two coastal towns of Galle and Ustada, the next best beach resort of Sri Lanka. So Dinushka, take the mic.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I was supposed to come here a little earlier, but got caught in some traffic, so apologies on behalf of everyone here. How's everyone doing? Good? All right. So Luthfi spoke a little bit about what's in store in terms of economics and FDIs and GDPs and all that. So what's in it for you as a consumer, as a potential future investor? To say it plainly, it's rental yields and capital gains. That's all what real estate investing is about. I'm going to walk you quickly through a few of our key projects and the returns we have given our investors. Prime rental Rajagiriya went at 22 million for a 3-bedroom in 2015. For those who you missed out, it's 39 million. We sold our last unit last year. Prime 194 Nugegoda went at 16 million in 2015, 31 million in 2017. Castle Street, Colombo 8 is still under construction and probably will finish sometime next year. 27 million in 2016, 36 million in 2017. And one of my favorite projects is the one we have in Jabbar, which went at 33 million in 2015 and resales were going at 46 million in 2017. A significant increase in terms of capital gains. And what we really want to talk about today's presentation is really the transition in what we believe as a company, the future of real estate in this country in terms of rental markets. So I think my friend Luthfi would have given you a small brief about the two locations that we have set this year, which is Iddawela and Galle, as two very hot and promising tourist destinations. It's already been, Iddawela has a lot more potential to live up to, and it's a great place to invest. So why benefit from real estate tourism? It's simply supply, host, and profit. That's what the base comes down to. You see so many companies like Airbnb, Booking.com entering Sri Lanka, and homestays and rentals have become a really popular way of spending and staying or lodging when you travel, especially among us millennials. And that's exactly what we are targeting. So to give you a brief about Galle, I'm going to quickly call over my colleague Luthfi, if I can find him. So you'd give a small brief about Galle, and I'll take over to Iddawela and conclude it, okay?
Thanks, Dinushka. Galle. Does anyone know why Galle is the most favorite destination in Sri Lanka, like in the down south? We call it the capital of down south. Why? Because this is a city which brand the name of Sri Lanka to the world. From the Arab merchants, of traders of the southeast, to the Dutch masters and the colonial rulers of English. Actually, this city made the name of Sri Lanka. Not after tourism, this is a city that is going to be the next best destination for real estate after Colombo. And the third will be in Kandy really soon. So why Galle? Why we went to Galle? Why Galle is always the most lucrative investment after Colombo in Sri Lanka is, it is the best tourist market, especially if you want to put the rental markets. If you want to catch the investment market, if you want to get the ROI in sooner than in 6 months to 1 year, this is the best place. At the moment, the city of Galle, like if you take the land prices in the city of Galle, in the heart of the city, is like from 600,000 to 2.5 million. A perch, like a 2.5 million means it's like a price of in the Iddawela and Mount Lavinia, but still it's Galle, it's down south. Why everything went up? Why? Because of the famous, because of the attraction that city got from the international travelers. And of course, the city has been surrounded by the interchange of the highways. It is being transportedly connected to the Columbus city within 1 hour. And of course, the upcoming highway interconnection is going to change the entire view of Galle. You can go and come to the entire city, entire part of the south, the city which connects east and the west. South and the west, sorry. So, I would like to go through, when discussing about Galle, I would like to go through the real estate market. Why we came here as Prime Group and we started to talk about Galle is our latestly launched project, Prime Heritage. Why it's heritage? It is heritage city. So we select a location that is, since we always go for prime locations, we are Prime Group, we always select prime locations. So which gives the best possible investment to our customers. So I will take you to Galle. I will take you to number 20 Lower Dixon Road, Galle. Why Dixon Road? It is regarded the Columbus 7 of Galle, the most prestigious, the most lucrative, the most amazing residential address that you can find in the southern coast of the city. So this is the structure that we came up with. So this is facing Lower Dixon Road, a wonderful 12-story high-rise with infinity pools and luxury amenities of gyms, clubhouses, and everything. So it is, why we started doing it is the best place to tap the market after Colombo. And if you see the rate of demand that we got with the 100 units that we started in December 16th, we launched the project, we almost sold 50%, and it's more than 50% we sold within 1.5 months. That's why we always say, after Colombo, Galle's future is going to be greener. So always, when you look for an investment, if you go to the down south, please take Galle as a consideration. And of course, I'm going to talk about the heritage project, why we selected this location. It is the 360 of Galle. You can see the schools which connects. You can see the proximity for the schools. It's all interconnected to the Galle Fort, Galle Harbour, and the main school, and of course the famous cricket stadium. So why is the place, why we went is, it is the heart of Galle. even when you move to the city in about just after a hectic day of work, you just go to infinity pool and see the blue ocean with the vistas and breeze of the gold fort. This is an amazing opportunity that you can find with just starting price of 18.5 million for a 2-bedroom. So this is the exact view that we found by a drone we sent to the rooftop level of the apartment. Actually, this is the true view of the apartment that we found from a drone footage. So imagine a view with this, if you are dipping in the pool after a hectic day of work, having a shot of wine, like it's gonna be amazing experience that you can find. That's the pool structure of the building. So now I'm taking you to another location, and I'm gonna pass it to Dinushka to talk about, since he loves the down western coast so much.
Right, so the last one we have in store for today is Jabbar. And as I said before, it still has a lot of potential to live up to, and it's a great time to invest in this beachfront location. So it's an up and coming beach resort. You come on the Katunayaka Expressway, you take the exit of Jabbar, and at Pamalukama you make a left turn. And on that road, you find so many luxury star-class hotels. You find Pegasus Reef, you find Palm Village, about 6 or 7. And why this is an ideal place is that when foreigners come to Sri Lanka, tour companies, they usually like to host them for a night somewhere close to the airport and then go to Dambulla, Sigiri, or wherever. So this is why we went and tapped this market, and as investors, you can easily find people to come and occupy your rentals in areas like Galle and Usvatekeya. And this is a quick video about what this project is about. Every bedroom is facing the ocean. And these ones are coming just starting at 13.5 million upwards, and we have a very easy payment plan. You can pay it over 2.5 years. So just to speak a little bit about the fittings and amenities that you commonly find in both projects. Doors are made out of high quality natural timber. Internal doors are engineered solid timber. Windows, sliding balcony doors, all powder coated aluminum. Instant water heating, split type AC units for all bedrooms. 24-hour full power backup generator. Fully fitted modern pantries with hob, oven and hood with carbon filter. 24-hour CCTV monitoring, goes without saying. A BMS control garbage collection room inside the building. Central gas, fire detection and gas detector. So on average, our projects have yielded a rental yield of about 8%. And we have handsome capital gains. So since post-war Sri Lanka, real estate has really been the best performing asset class, even after Forex, commodities, fixed income. And all our projects are priced in Sri Lankan rupees, so you don't have to worry about currency devaluations. And just to give you a ballpark about the prices, Usvatekeya Phase 2, our studios are starting at 13.5 million, 2 bedrooms are starting at 20 million. I don't know if my colleague mentioned, but this is our second project in Nusa. The first project that we did sold out in 3 weeks. 98 bedrooms sold out in 3 weeks. And to continue the success of that, we have UK Phase 2. Prime Heritage Gold, the 2 bedrooms are going at 18.5 and the 3 bedrooms are going at 26 million. So, in the last 4 years, as Sri Lanka's largest real estate developer, we've embarked on 37 residential projects, out of which I'm very proud to be here and say that 14 apartments have been handed over to customers, and about 13 of them have received COCs, which is also very important. The last one will get the COC in a couple of weeks. We have 23 ongoing residential projects. 93% of our completed apartments have been sold. 70% of our ongoing apartments have been sold. And when you go to invest 10 to 15 or even 100 million rupees in real estate, you really need to see the credibility and the financial strength of who you're investing your money with. Not to say that we are a better developer than other people out there, but it's just something that you need to consider. So under the umbrella of Prime Group, we have a 100% controlling stake at Summit Finance, which we later rebranded as Prime Finance. We have Prime Residencies, we have Prime Lands, which is our parent company, which we started the business with, and we have HNB Grameen, for those of you all who are familiar with microfinancing. And just to give you a quick timeline as to where we stand in terms of our project, the first quarter of 2018, we will see Edmonton, 194 Nukegoda, Kiribati, Malawi, Bauthalokam, all completing. Quarter 3 of 2018, we see Splendor, Rajagiri, Kinsey Road, Barnes Place, Wattala completing. 2019, we see Castle Street, Kandewata, and the first Uswatakayawa project. 2020, we are seeing Madinagara, Goal, and Uswatakayawa Phase 2. And 2021, the flagship baby of them all, Prime Grand Colombo 7. So just before we wrap things off, I just came across this really cool quote last night when I was pulling this together. Real estate is an imperishable asset, ever increasing in value. It is the most solid security that human ingenuity has devised. It is the basis of all security and the only indestructible security. So with that note, I'd like to thank everyone who was tuned in to us, and I hope you have a wonderful exhibition today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for listening to this wonderful conversation. And one more thing is, we have special payment plans for the project that we have showcased here. And if you just walk into our stall and if you just have a discussion with us, we will try to support you in the best possible way. Thank you so much.